Chess is very interesting, and sometimes with very few pieces we can develop some interesting tactical situations or combinations. In this one, we're going to see several ideas which we've seen before. Ideas such as X-ray attacks, but also a new concept called the intermediate move. Now, if you look at the diagram, it may seem interesting at first glance to capture the bishop with the white bishop on d3, capturing the bishop on g6. But if white does that move, for instance, bishop takes g6, then black just recaptures with the rook, and we have an equal position and equal material. That's not the best move in position. So let's go back to the start, and here we can see that white has a very attractive option, which is bishop to c4 check. As we know, this is called an X-ray attack or a skewer, and the black king is checked, we will win the rook behind. Now, black has two options of the king. He can either go to d4, or he can go to d6. Now, if he just goes king d6, without thinking much of his move, white can do a very interesting move here. If he decides to capture the rook, then black has a very strong check on d3, which at the same time checks the king and attacks the rook. And although white can block with his own bishop, after capturing the rook, we have this ending which we know is a draw, because bishop and king against king is not enough material to do checkmate. So, it would be a draw due to lack of material. However, if we go back to the move after king to d6, white has a very good intermediate move, which is a move which in this case is rook to d2, a move which can surprise black because he wasn't expecting this move. And now after he moves his king, for instance to c7, now white executes its attack. Bishop takes g8, and as you can see, there is no check on d3 to win the rook on e2, because we did the intermediate move. So, in going back to the position after bishop c4, it's much better for black, instead of dropping back to d6, go forward to d4. So after king to d4, if now we try the intermediate move with rook to d2 check, then black goes king c3, attacking the rook. And when we capture the rook on g8, he recaptures the rook on d2, and the game is a draw. Now we can go even further in this position, and after king to d4, we can capture the rook straight away. It looks as if white is up in material. He has an extra rook, but it's black turn, and now black can check on d3, and as you can see, the king on d4 performs function of defending the c4 square. So, even if white drops back with the bishop to block the check, we can capture the bishop with check first, and then capture the rook, and it's black who has the extra bishop, although the game will still end in a draw. However, white can obviously just move his king away. Black would capture the rook, and at end of the combination, we have an equal position with equal material, and the game will finish in a draw. So, even if there are few pieces on the board, pay a lot of attention, because it could easily be a tactical motive or an intermediate move that can allow you to win the game, or even save it if you're down in material. You're learning a lot. Well done. Don't miss the next video. You're one step closer to becoming a great chess player.